Without knowledge, understanding is impossible. Yet, it's possible to have knowledge and yet be devoid of understanding. Christian education is education that goes beyond knowledge to profound understanding. Let me explain. When it comes to understanding anything rightly, context is key. And it's the unique context of a biblical worldview that opens human understanding in ways that are otherwise not possible. How is context related to understanding? Well, take the word train, for example. As a word, you can learn to read it and spell it in the first grade. But no matter how old you are, to properly understand the meaning of the word train, you have to see it or hear it in the context of other words, a sentence. The word train can mean to teach through guided practice, or it can mean a big engine that has wheels and pulls boxcars down railroad tracks, or it can mean a long extension of a dress. The context in which the word appears allows us to attach accurate meaning to the word. Here's another illustration of how context relates to understanding. If I show you this small piece of a larger photo, it's nearly impossible to understand what you're really looking at. But if I show you the piece in context, it makes sense. Now, is there a larger context beyond bananas? The answer is absolutely. If we view a banana in the context of a grocery store, we can easily see an economic aspect to bananas. There's also a biological context to bananas, which we can see when we study banana plants and we look into what it takes to grow bananas well and how the fruit benefits our bodies. But is there an even larger context for bananas than economics and biology? Oh yes, there is. The largest context is larger than the universe. Let's call it a uniview. When we make connections between the banana and the biblical uniview, we can begin to understand bananas as we really ought to understand them. A biblical uniview is what we're touching on when we ask questions like these. Is there a creator, designer behind bananas? If so, what does the banana specifically tell us about the creator, designer? How do bananas fit into God's reason for creating human beings? Is there a divine moral order for harvesting bananas and bringing them to market? And if so, what do we need to know about the do's and don'ts of banana harvesting and marketing? Does God have a yet-to-be-discovered purpose for bananas? How does God see them and why? The largest context we can think of, the context of a biblical uniview, goes far beyond the breakfast table, the grocery store, and the banana patch all put together. We'll talk more about biblical worldview, or uniview, if you will, in another segment. But for now, just grab hold of this nugget that seeing things, whether it's words or biology, mathematics, history, music, or sports, seeing all things in the largest context possible, the biblical uniview, is what authentic Christian education does. This can happen in homes, schools, and churches. Wherever a biblical context is clearly understood and applied to all subjects. And with a bit of training, and I'm not talking about choo-choos here, anyone can learn to do this effectively. In the free course, Eliminating the Sacred Secular Divide, there are 6 tools that parents, teachers, and church workers can use to help children and students of all ages to contextualize any subject at any grade level. We'll look at each of these tools separately. What I'm sharing with you in this segment is from chapter 13 of the text, and if you want to know more about contextualization, check it out. I'm Dr. Christian Overman. Be sure to get your free copy of the online course, Eliminating the Sacred-Secular Divide. Thanks for watching.